Hi guys, welcome back to the second video of Tech Jockey tutorials. Today we are going to discuss some of the basic tools of Illustrator. Once you have Illustrator open, you can hit Command N to create a new document. You can press Command or Control S to save a document, Command Shift S to save as, and Command O to open a new document. Once you are inside Illustrator, you can click and hold the space bar and move the canvas wherever you want. You can also press Ctrl- to zoom out and Ctrl+ to zoom back in. The panel that is most commonly used in Illustrator is the Layers panel. You can see all the tools and functions which are most frequently used in the right side of the screen. You can click on the two little squares to open the Layers panel. You can hide, show, lock and unlock layers. Layers act like any other program, which means that layers on top are going to show objects on top of other objects and vice versa. One of the most common tool in Illustrator, it is the rectangle tool. You can click and hold the rectangle, which will show all its subtools. To draw a rectangle, you just have to click and drag. You can also see the toolbar on top and use that to change the fill and stroke and all other settings of this rectangle. If you want, you can transform this rectangle. You can hit V on your keyboard to go to the selection tool where you can grab the corners of it. If you want to scale it uniformly, you can hold Shift and the corner and it will keep the same form. Otherwise, you can press Alt and scale it either horizontally or vertically. It will basically mirror whatever I'm doing here. The next tool that we're going to discuss now is the star tool. You can click on the rectangle tool and go down to the star tool. You can click and drag to create a star, and you can also click the up and down arrows on your keyboard to increase or decrease the number of points the star has. This is a really easy way to make a star inside Illustrator. If you want to manipulate any specific point of this rectangle, you'll have to use the direct selection tool. You can press A on your keyboard to go to the direct selection tool and click on any of the specific points of this triangle to edit them individually. This is how you access and change any point on Illustrator, whether it's a shape or a line or any type of object. You can also directly select multiple points using the Lasso tool. You can hit key on your keyboard and go to this tool and then draw a little circle around any set of points you want. You can also select multiple points as well. Then you can just go back to the direct selection tool, hitting A, and move these points individually. If you have any type of shape or pen tool path on Illustrator, you can customize that as well. Suppose you are in the pen tool. You can hit plus to add any anchor point to a line, and you can hit minus to remove an anchor point, or you can hit back plus, creating a new one. The pen tool is the most common tool that we use at Tech Jockey. So if you delete this, and you can hit P to go to your pen tool. You can click anywhere in the document and it will create a point. You can click again and it will create a linear line between these 2 points. You can click and drag and it will create a curved point. You can hit Alt at the end of any point to get rid of the continued curvature when you want to make the point sharper. This is really great for creating any type of custom shapes or lines inside Illustrator. You can then go back to the Move tool and select and drag any of these points. You can also go back to the Direct Selection tool and then manipulate these points. Another great variation of the pen tool is the Curvature tool. You can find this just next to your pen tool, or you can just press Shift for the Curvature tool. This tool acts very much like the pen tool. You can click at multiple points and it will create the curvature. You can also hit Alt on a point to make it sharper and get rid of the curvature. If you want to insert text inside Illustrator, you can press T to go to the Type tool, and then you can just click anywhere and begin typing. If you click and hold the Type tool in the left hand toolbar, you will be able to see different types of tools. The next tool that we will be discussing is the Brush tool. You just have to hit B on your keyboard to access this tool. You can also hit the bracket key on your keyboard to increase or decrease the size of your brush. The great thing about Illustrator Brush tool is that you can smooth out any of your brush strokes. So it's really great and easy. The next tool that we're going to discuss today in Illustrator is the Eyedropper tool. So if you just create a little shape here and give it some custom properties like custom color and stroke, and then you create another shape and then change its color properties to something different, what you can do is, while having one of these items selected, you can hit I to go to the Eyedropper tool. Then you can click any of the objects in Illustrator and it will match the color and appearance settings of that object. The Shape Builder tool is an amazing tool for creating custom shapes and logo designs. You can drag these two triangles together and then hit Shift N to get the Shape Builder tool. It'll highlight the shapes and you can click and select any of the shapes and then hit the key. That's how you can create custom shapes from the overlapping parts like these. You can also get rid of certain parts by holding Alt and click on the middle section, which will actually delete that part, or hit Shift to create a new part, and then we can basically click on any of the parts and it'll create custom shapes based on those overlapping positions. And yeah, that's it. These were the fundamental tools of Illustrator. Of course, there is so much more to this software, but these tools are basically what we use the most at Tech Jockey.
Hi guys! We are the design team at Tech Jockey and we have a really exciting contest for you all. So 3 lucky winners will stand a chance to win an Amazon voucher of ₹500 by just telling us how many times does this word Illustrator come in the video.
So all you have to do is comment below with your answer
And subscribe to our channel.
And that's it.
The contest ends on 15th April.
So hurry